Hello Anne, Paul Robinson here from LearnWare. Sorry you weren't able to make the call today. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a very quick run through our system and in particular answer the questions that you asked within the email. Apologies if I'm not as clear, but this is quite new to me in terms of recording an actual presentation. So hopefully it's not too bad. So as we see, we're logged in under your name in your trial area, and as you can see also you've got 4 trial credits. That basically means that you can set up for learners and actually get them or enroll them into any of the sample courses that you actually build yourself. So we're going to quickly go to the new hire course that you've started, and you have 2 specific questions. The first one is about uploading a PowerPoint presentation, and the second question is about how you add or embed video. So I'm going to specifically focus on those 2, but I also want to do a little bit more tweaking just to show you some of the other features of the product. So I'm going to instantly click on, let me zoom this down a tiny little bit so we can see the whole screen. So on the main landing page, I'm just going to maybe change your logo. So what I've done is I've been up on your site and I've captured a couple of logos here off your website. So I'm just going to actually load that one up so that any of your employees that come to this landing page will immediately know that they are in the right place. This basically allows you to have the advantage of, if you have any new recruits that would like to do this induction or onboarding course before they even arrive on their first day, you can actually email them out this in advance. So it's got great added features like that. So we're happy enough that you have your first, which is EHR Basics, but I'm going to add another one just as an example, and this is welcome to Southbend Clinic. So I'm going to click on that, and we're actually going to move this up one and click on Save. So when we click on that, we can see we haven't added any topics to that module. So again, we go back in here and we're going to add 2. So the first one will actually be a welcome video. And we are going to choose this type of icon, which is video and text. And the next one we're going to do is over of clinic. And we're going to choose a more standard text on left, image on right. So here's our 2. So again, we can click Save. Now we go to our first one, which is the video section, and this is one of the questions that you had. So as you can see, we go into edit mode. And now we are able to actually edit the text, and we will say, please take some time to view our video. So now we have 2 choices. We can, by clicking on this, you can see we can either upload the video in an MP4 format, so it actually sits in the cloud on the training server, or alternatively, we can actually copy a link from, let's say, for instance, YouTube. So in this particular example, I was able to find a Southbend Clinic Welcome to video, which is quite short, but it will at least show you how you can upload or add video. So we go to the share section on YouTube, And this little link here, whoops, we will right click, copy, go back to our site and right click, paste. We click OK, and here's our Southbend video. As you can see, you can scroll and stretch this to whatever size you want. Let's leave it at that for now. Click Save, and now we go to our next section. And again, this is the standard format with text on left, image on right. We click Edit. And now you ask the question about your presentation. So again, let's just call this a sample of how you would, let's say this is your induction course that you have in PowerPoint slide format right now. Now, there's no automatic way of actually uploading this in one go. However, we would be more than delighted to actually take your PowerPoint presentation and upload it for you manually. Alternatively, it's quite simple. So as you can see, we will go back in here, and for this welcome slide, we'll click copy, go back into our course, click on this little edit button, and now, oops, we can click paste. So let's shape this up a little bit and click OK. So let's move it over and shape it so it looks reasonably square. We might try and move this new over a little bit. There we go. So we're happy enough for that. And now what I've done is, let's say for instance in your PowerPoint slide deck, all of these images are probably stored in a little small graphic folder that you have. So again, I've replicated that for this example. So we go back here and I click on the edit button. And now you can either use the images that are already uploaded here, or you can add your own. Once you add your own, they will all appear here, and you can add them all in bulk. So as you can see, I've already got this image here. We'll click Open. So it has just uploaded it here, and let's put a couple of little small fancy features on it. I want this to be curved in the corners, and let's put a little bit of a shadow on it. Click OK, and here we go. So we resize it a little bit, bring it up here, stretch it, and here we have our image. If you wanted to put, let's say, anything else, you can see by clicking on the plus button at the bottom, you can add more images by literally just dragging. It's all very, very straightforward. So in this particular case, I'm just going to, sorry about that, the session seems to have stopped there temporarily. So let me just restart this. So again, we've got our images here, and we're happy enough with everything. Now we go back to the main screen. As you can see, we've got our welcome to, welcome video, overview of Southbend Clinic, and let's see how this looks. We click on this. And then we go on to our next slide, and again this is explaining the overview of Southbend Clinic. So as you can see, Anne, it's very, very straightforward. We click out of there, top right hand corner, we click exit, click confirm, and now we're back in here. So as you can see, that's your original course that you were building, and here is the new course that we're editing. Once you are happy enough with this, you click publish, it overwrites the original one, and now you have a course that you can start adding learners to and enrolling them and seeing what their results are. And I hope you found this quite clear and straightforward. It's a very, very powerful tool that we have created in such a way that it's very, very simple for people to use. You also asked about the actual pricing. So if I quickly go to this tab here, which is our LearnWare site, we click on pricing. And as you can see, again, let me just zoom this down ever so slightly. There we go. So the pricing calculator is on the left-hand side. You need one authoring license in order to allow you to actually build courseware. So let's leave that at 1. You could leave it at 2 or 3 if you had a lot of courses and you needed more than one person actually building them at a time. In the learning management system, that's where you actually manage, track, and the system enrolls your students. So you mentioned 400. Let me go back to 400. And as you can see, one license is going to cost you $1,215 a year. And for students, licenses are going to cost you $2,860 a year, giving you a total of just over $4,000 a year for the entire package, which in your particular case works out at approximately $10 per student. Now, I think that's all your questions. Do feel free to give me a call. Do feel free to suggest another time next week that you would like to catch up. And in the meantime, have a fantastic weekend. Take care, man. Bye-bye.